For our writing lesson today, we are using mentor sentences. So our learning intention is, I am learning to use mentor sentences to improve my writing. And to be successful today, I can notice some things about the sentence. I can label different parts of this sentence. I can explain what makes it a great sentence. I can imitate the sentence using punctuation, adjectives, verbs, nouns, and ambitious vocabulary, and I can reflect on my classmates' sentences. So let's review last week's sentence. Open your books to where you pasted in your sentence sheet so that we can review how you went. Okay, so what did you notice about this sentence? Well, the first thing that I noticed is that this sentence starts with a capital letter. So there's some punctuation. The second thing is there's some punctuation at the very end of this sentence. There's a full stop. I also highlighted this word, Wendy. Wendy is a noun, and so I've highlighted it in blue. There's another noun in this sentence. Did you find it? That's right. It's the leaves. The leaves are the name of something. Therefore, it's a noun. I've also found this word here, the word heard. This is a doing word. Do you remember what we call a doing word? That's right, it's a verb. So they heard the leaves rustling. Rustling is also a doing word. Well done if you got those correct. So today's sentence is from our mentor's text, which is Mystery of the Min Min Lights. And I'm going to read to you the section that our sentence comes from today. And you can see the highlighted sentence in yellow that we're going to focus on. Here we go. Jacko, I know you're up there. The girl trotted down the front steps and into the yard. She stopped at the trunk and looked up. A small purple rectangle appeared out of the leaves and landed on the ground. For the moment, Wendy couldn't see anything except the red shirt. The girl picked up the gum, unwrapped it, and stuffed it in her mouth. You can't bribe me with lollies, Jacko, she chewed loudly. I'm going to dob on you to Mum. Another small purple rectangle dropped. The girl caught it and looked at it. She crammed it into her shorts pocket. So, what do we notice about this sentence? The girl trotted down the front steps and into the yard. So for today's lesson, you need the mentor sheet that says this sentence on it. And I'd like you to pull that out now, pause the video if you need to, and get ready to complete our lesson. Okay, so what do we notice about this sentence? Can you write down what you notice? What can you see? If you're struggling to think or to see anything, I want you to think about these things. Punctuation. Can you see any? Can you see any adjectives, nouns, verbs? Perhaps you can visualize this sentence in your brain. And how does this sentence perhaps make you feel? Pause the video now and write these things down. let's move on to invitation to label. So our sentence again, the girl trotted down the front steps and into the yard. When we are labeling, we need our coloured pencils because we were going to colour in the nouns, the naming words, the verbs, which are the action words, and the adjectives in green. If you're in green group, I'd like you to start looking at pronouns, and you'll need purple to do this. And remember, a pronoun replaces a noun. So instead of saying Mrs. Wells or perhaps Wendy, you might say she. Plus, of course, any punctuation will be circled in green. So why don't you get your coloured pencils out now and start looking at the words in this sentence and see if you can colour in any nouns, verbs, adjectives, pronouns, and circle the punctuation. Pause the video while you do that. We're now ready to imitate. The girl something down the front steps and into the yard. For the blue and the red group, this is the sentence that you are going to complete. You need to think of a word that you can put in here that makes sense. But not just a simple word. I'd like you to challenge yourself and think of a word that could be exciting. For the yellow and green groups, I've taken away 3 words here. The girl, something, something, the front steps, and into the something. So get your imagination going and see if you can fill it in yourself.